Okay, all set to go at the plate. Ellie De La Cruz. 2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even. Good eye right there. Got it by him for the K.
Well, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths, it's not just the pitcher, it's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
And here it comes. That's to third. Throws across the diamond. That's out number 3. We'll go to the bottom of the first. 0-0. Welcome back. And today's starting pitcher, Davy Garcia. Singing he's managed to rack up a lot of innings on the mound this season.
And Boog, this guy's getting close to 200 innings on the year. You know, there's some milestones that pitchers go after. One of them 20 wins. But another one that we don't talk about a whole lot is that 200 inning threshold. To be able to surpass that says that, hey, they prepared themselves for the season. They were able to stay healthy, and they were able to pitch effectively enough to stay in ball games long enough to reach that number. Pretty impressive on what he's done, and it's not over yet.
Got him swinging. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
The line to kick the pitch. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Going to count 1 and 2.
Now, this is a big-time matchup right now. And stop what you're doing, folks. Watch this, because you have 2 of the game's best going. This
one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And gone. His 39th home run of the season. And just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Here's Leody Taveras. Good power, not great in the OBP department. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. And there's a ball.
That's a ball. 2-2.
Outside.
Down is full.
Three-2 on the way. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now 1-0. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show.
What you trying to do?
second inning set to go. Here's O'Neill Cruz. Knocks it down.
Boog, he doesn't care how he does it. He just wants to get on base. And when he does, that puts him in a position to do some damage, put some pressure on the defense as well. His wheels are truly a weapon out there.
And 1-2. Runner at first with no outs here. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. Gone. With one swing, he quiets the crowd. His 31st home run of the season. It's 2-1. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
And now Ramon Hernandez swings and misses. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. And now number 48. The next offering misses, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Pitch misses, and the count's full. Still only 1 out here in the inning. And there's ball 4.
Runner, take your base.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Reaches for it, but it's foul. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Robles flashes the leather on the running catch. Here's Ramon Laureano. Ball and a strike. And that misses off the outside edge. Just missed. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Hard on the ground to first. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And that is that. But 2 come across to score in the inning courtesy of this 2-run homer. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. Back after this on the show.
Always we know just some things.
Bottom of the inning. Now the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. And the pitch. Ground ball left side. And it goes just foul.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Our umpire behind the plate, Jerry Hillsdale. High praise for Jerry when we talk to people around the game.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Boog. He's very straightforward, very consistent back there. So most of the time, you're not even going to think about him. That's a good thing.
In the air, left field. Laureano settles under it and makes the catch. 1 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And now 1-2. Next one misses. 2-2.
2-2.
And the righty deals. That one missed. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. This one popped up. Hernandez sizes this one up. Drops into the glove. And there's 2 away.
Got the pitch that he wanted, just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open, backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
Now it's the shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. The next pitch misses. 3-1. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Julio Rodriguez now at the plate. Didn't play in last night's game. A little breather for him. Garcia keeping him close. Here's a 1-1. Runner on the move. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Out there. And that ends the inning. New inning getting started. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Elly De La Cruz. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Sosa puts the squeeze on that one. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
And now the center fielder, number 1. Swing and a bouncer, and he barehands it. And they get the out.
He was out early today working on that very play.
So up next, number 2. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Whips it to first on the run.
That's it.
Third out, and that ends the frame.
Knock, knock on my door.
And welcome back. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the power speed combo. Julio Rodriguez. Swing and a pop-up. Urshela has this one sized up. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. And now Edmundo Sosa. What a season it's been for him. He has supplied a lot of power and that average. The 1-1 is fouled off. In the dirt. Alfaro throws on to first. And that quickly 2 away. Jonathan Villar up to hit. He's 0 for 1. And he lays down a bunt. And he grabs it, foul. And a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He notches strikeout number 1. Start of the 4th. Here's some real power at the plate. O'Neal Cruz. Popped up on the left side of the infield. Rodriguez moving under it. And it's caught for the out. Jorge Alfaro at the plate. The 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Chris, we were excited to watch him pitch. This is a little more along the lines of what we were expecting performance-wise.
Yeah, but great pitchers like this, you may get one opportunity in one inning to get to him, to get some runs up on the board.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Bangs off the wall.
All over that one right there. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
High fly ball out towards left field. Cespedes going back some more, and caught on the warning track. So 2 down now, and here is number 48 at the belt and fires. And now 2-1. Alfaro leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That misses. Now 3-1.
3-1.
And that's a strike.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance. Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
2 outs, couple of base runners at first and second. Next pitch is outside.
So critical to keep an eye on the pitch count this time of the year. Guys can start to run on fumes a little bit. Mechanics can drop off. And we know they...
Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the... Back here at Minute Maid Park. And now it's Victor Robles up to hit. So now 1-2.
Well, these guys do a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
That misses the zone. It's 2-2.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
This to center field. Grabs it on the run. 1 away. So now here's the DH, Christopher Morel. 1 down, base is empty. That misses the zone, and it's 2-1. And a swing and a miss there.
One thing on his mind right there with that swing, he's trying to go deep.
Righty to the plate. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
You see how the catcher wanted that pitch up and in. Want to try to tie him up. That's the one thing we're seeing, that high fastball. You have to get it up there because of how hitters have changed their swings.
Full count.
Here comes a 3-2. Stays alive. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Now a fly ball to right center. That one opts against the fence. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Now, Leody Taveras. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Ball to strike. The pitch. A little out front there as he swings through it. Smash to the left side. Tosses across to first. Now 2 away.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but a competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at-bat.
Man on second, 2 down. And that's outside. Garcia throw over. Morel dives back in safely.
Yeah, Boog, if you're that base runner at second base, you want to be quiet out there. Not bouncing around, not distracting your teammate, the hitter. Make sure that he can clearly focus.
Ah, that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we back here at the ballpark, ready now for the 5th inning. Laureano comes up to hit. Line drive. Cespedes puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down. Here's the third baseman, Ellie De La Cruz. Gets under it and pops it up. VR drifts towards it. Calls it in, and there's 2 away. Now the number 2 hitter, number 1. Swing and a ball popped up. Defoe pulls it down, and that's the inning. Back here in Houston, John Shabby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Wilmer Defoe. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup. Stepping in, Geraldo Perdomo. 1 for 1 with a single so far. The 3-1 in for a strike, full count. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Miguel Castro, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Castillo getting cranked up. And now this one's a rocket to right. Way back there. Gone. That one felt good. His 32nd of the year. And this game is tied. It's 2-2. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Julio Rodriguez. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And another ball. The 2-1. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. 2013 in the playoffs, you caught one as the Red Sox played the Rays in the division series.
I sacrificed a bracelet. It was my wrist and my hand.
Hernandez under this one. And puts the squeeze on that. And there's 2 down.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He'll touch them all. His 28th home run of the season. It's 3-2. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. Well, this thing was hooking down the line the entire way. We knew it was going to be close, and bang, right off the left field pole. That was a pretty swing, and he found a way to keep his hands inside just enough to keep it fair.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Davy Garcia won't go any further tonight, and we'll be back with their first arm out of the pen after a quick break. So they turn things over to one of their young arms, Luis Gil.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Jonathan Villar, the next to hit. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power. The 1-1 is fouled off. Left field. Brings it in with a nice running grab. And that ends the inning. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Top of the 6th inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Number 2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. O'Neal Cruz getting ready to hit. Cruz, hoping to lock up a home run title down the stretch. He leads the league right now. Swings through it for the K. He swung over top of the curveball.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
And now, Jorge Alfaro. Perdomo fires over to first. That's the third out. Nothing across here this half to the bottom of the 6th inning. The Aces on top. Well, we go bottom 6, and here is Victor Robles. The 2-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
You know, this group of hitters putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
So now the DH spot, Christopher Morel. He's already homered here in this one. That one fouled off, 2-2.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Nice grab on the run. And there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Leody Taveras digs in now. Going to count 1-2.
Just a little too quick on that front shoulder, front hip, front foot. Everything comes open. No way of making contact with that one.
The 1-2. And a base hit up the middle.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Luis Liberato. The runner on first with 2 gone for him. Check on the runner. Ow! They got him, and that will end the inning. So remaining in the game defensively, Luis Liberato. He'll be the new left fielder after entering the game as a pinch hitter. Ramon Hernandez now at the plate. This one in the air, right field. And there's one down. Number 48 will hit next. The 1-1 is fouled off. And he deals. That misses the zone. 2-2. Ripped on a line. Liberato makes the grab for the 2nd out.
It was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Giorgella steps in. Slapped foul. Way outside, ball 3.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter at this point in the ball game. You know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
3 balls, 2 strikes the count. Grips one to right. Taveras makes the grab, and that is the inning. Set for the last half. For the 7th, here's the left fielder, Luis Liberato. Right-handed reliever. Swing and a miss. 1-2. On the ground right side, Urshela. And one away in the bottom of the 7th. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Wilmer Defoe. And a pitch. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Here's a 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. And the pitch. Just off the outside corner. And it's 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Line drive, caught.
Quick reactions down there at first, and those can be tougher than they look sometimes. There could be all kinds of weird spin or knuckling action on the baseball.
2 outs, base is empty. And the batter will be the shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. He's already homered in this game. Hard hit, right side. Hernandez steps on the bag, and that is the inning.
Yeah, who that in the whip? Yeah, you know it's me. You can't stop my shine. I'm just doing.
Yimi Garcia takes over on the mound. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Kevin Cash going with a pinch hitter here. Francisco Mejia, the tying run at the plate. And that one wrapped foul. The pitch. Pulls the string with the changeup, struck him out.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
So the lineup flips over. Now here is Ellie De La Cruz. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. The count 2-1. And that's through there for a strike.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
And a swing and a miss. And now 2 gone.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Number 1, the next to hit. Next one is off the plate, and that's ball 3. That one pushed foul. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
So digging in, number 2.
No signs of wavering on the mound here in the 8th. He's looking rock solid so far.
And the right-hander deals. And that's outside. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. In the air on the infield. Brings it in. And that is that. Staying in the game on defense, Francisco Mejia. He'll be the new left fielder after entering the game as a pinch hitter. Miguel Castro comes on now.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matches.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And it bangs off the top of the wall. And he's got a double.
Everything came together for him. Great hands on that swing to take the inside pitch and drive it into the gap for the double. It's easy to spin off a pitch like that, Big, and you can pull that thing foul, but that was perfect.
Edmundo Sosa digs in now. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Now the third baseman, Jonathan VR. Right-hander kicks, deals. And 1-2. Way inside, gets out of the way. Rodriguez, the runner at second with 1 away. On the ground to third. Knocks it down to the hole. Now the throw to first on the run.
Definitely a tough play, but he seems to have had a little trouble getting rid of it, and that made all the difference. With the speed running up the line, you got to be perfect, and right there, he just couldn't get it there in time.
Here's Victor Robles.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Castro keeping an eye on him. First and third, 1 down. Runner on the goal. Swing, and that one hammered. Down the line. If it's fair, it's gone, and that is out of here. His 32nd of the year, and they throw 3 on the board. It's 6-2.
That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
Diego Castillo gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And he's coming in to pitch on 4 days rest right here. And that might not be a factor at all in terms of being rusty, but he should definitely be well rested.
Now it's the DH, Christopher Morel. The wind and the pitch. In the dirt. Alfaro throws on to first. That's it out.
You know, Boog, you often think of sliders more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. His 31st home run of the season, and they boost their lead. It's 7-2.
A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Now the left fielder, Luis Liberato. Grounded out his first time. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. And that's a double.
Back-to-back base hits. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Man at second here with 2 away. And now it's going to be Wilmer Defoe. The 1-2. Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate. Alfaro gathers, throws to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. So he's able to reach first base despite the strikeout, and that extends the inning. Kind of a tough turn of events for the defense there.
Yeah, that's maybe a little bit of a morale killer. For a second, you think you're about to go hit, but really quickly you have to refocus and be ready for the next play. We'll see if they can work around it.
So up next, Geraldo Perdomo. The 1-1. And that one fouled off. Out towards left center. Mejia ranging into the alley. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. One run across. The relay to the plate. In there. He scores. And they're pulling away up by 7 now.
Well, a ball that should be caught isn't because of a bad angle, bad route to the baseball, and allows a huge run to score late in this ball game.
Arodys Vizcaíno gets the ball now.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Julio Rodriguez. 1 for 3. The pitch. In the air, right field. Number 48 settles underneath it. Makes the grab. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. But the long ball was. And welcome back. We go to the 9th. And now the DH, O'Neal Cruz. Next pitch is outside.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And downstairs. And there's the strike.
Down and 4.
Got it by him for the K. Here's the catcher, Jorge Alfaro. 3-2. The punch out there. 2 down.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Is just 1 strike away. And that skips in the dirt. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 2 down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Guys start hitting up and down the lineup. You never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
This one ends the final 9-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
A mí no me gustó y ahora está un fiasco.